on your feet, it is Jivin Jimmy.
Get ready to strut, get ready to juke, get ready to dance, Ryan Matthews. It's Jivin Jimmy.
You know, Brian, if it was a couple of hot broads walking out here, I wouldn't mind dancing, but sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
My goodness. It's going to be a long hour, folks.
We can't all be the picture of athletic health like I am.
Whoa, Jivin Jimmy getting a running head start there. The man in purple taking on a newcomer, Big John Poe. No relation to Edgar Allan.
He is a big man.
You could say that again. All right, here we go. You know, I will say this. Jivin Jimmy likes to have a good time inside the ring, outside the ring, but once that bell sounds, he's all business. Well, usually.
I'll tell you this much, Webman. I don't think he's going to have a very good time in the ring tonight.
Oh, now look at that. Young lady getting to hold the ring garments of one Jivin Jimmy. He's asking you if you're ready. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready for him to juke and jive. I'm about ready to see a beating, though.
Here we go.
You know, this man who we're seeing for the first time here in NWA On Fire, trained by the late, great Steve Bradley. I'll tell you this much right now, Brian. If you've ever met Steve Bradley before, you know Steve Bradley was all business.
I knew Steve Bradley in his rookie year. And I knew Steve Bradley was going to have all the success. And I knew he had all that it took to be successful in professional wrestling. And unfortunately, it was a life cut short way too early. But his legacy lives on in the fact that he trained some pretty great guys. And I'm sure that Big John Poe is certainly one of those guys. Look at that. Nice step under there. And Jivin Jimmy likes that. Strutting like the cock of the walk in there.
John Poe's going to catch him at some point in this match, and I don't think he's going to like that very much.
We have a great hour here for you, folks. Don't forget, we have the Tag Team Championship on the line. That's coming up a little bit later on. Your favorites, the Crown Jewels, Darling Damon and Bad Boy Jason. They'll be taking on Matt Taven and Julian Starr, two of the young guns here at NWA On Fire. That, my friend, is going to be a wild tag team title match.
It's going to be a hot ticket there, Web Slinger. Now, I'm noticing something here. If you notice on the arm of Big John Poe here, the scars that are on this man's arm, are those self-inflicted?
Well, I mean, the scars of Poe is certainly a mystery to many of us. Very troubled young man, perhaps. Maybe looking to take his frustrations out on not only Jivin Jimmy here this week, but the entire NWA On Fire roster.
Any man that's willing to do that to himself, I can only imagine what he wants to do to other people.
All right, Greco-Roman knuckle lock right in the center of the ring. A little test of strength here. Who's going to come out on top on this one?
I don't believe it's going to be Jivin Jimmy.
Looks like Poe at the moment as Jimmy quickly goes down to one knee.
All business, John Poe right now. Putting Jivin Jimmy right on his back here. Jivin Jimmy's a big man, though. I'll admit that. It's going to take a lot to get that man on his back.
Absolutely. He's a powerhouse. Oh, and a kick to the rather bulbous midsection of Jivin Jimmy. And there is a clothesline that could have taken his head off at any moment.
Beautiful short arm clothesline. Right back on his man here.
Oh, and did you hear that? That was a forearm smash. I think he hurt himself there.
Jivin Jimmy already on the ropes here, literally.
Oh, look at those tattoos on the back of Big John Poe.
It's like I said there, Web Slinger. If a man's willing to inflict that amount of pain on himself, the whole NWA On Fire roster may be in some trouble.
Well, I hope everyone is paying attention to this newcomer here this week.
Just stalking Jivin Jimmy.
Jivin Jimmy trying to get something together there. Not a lot of gas left in the tank, it appears.
No, and you know what, Brian? The big man here, John Poe, hasn't even really done that much to Jivin Jimmy, but everything he has done has a certain amount of impact to it. I'm in awe just watching this.
Very impressed with Big John Poe. I am as well. And look at this now, using the ropes to his advantage. Referee's up to 3. He's going to have a count of 5 to break it, and he does at 4.
Even if he got to 5, do you think that ref was going to pull off John Poe?
I don't think so. Although Poe risking disqualification there.
Jivin Jimmy trying to get the crowd back into this, but John Poe has completely silenced them. Taking the crowd out of this match and basically taking Jivin Jimmy out of this match there, Web Slinger.
What do you figure Poe goes? About 6'7"?
6'7", got to be close to 300, if not maybe 310 pounds.
Sure. Big boy inside that squared circle. Ah, look at that now. Blatant chokehold right in front of the referee.
Beautiful Greco-Roman chokehold. It's an old move. Our ancestors created those.
Yeah, I think you created it in your book, How to Cheat to Win. Look out.
Got that.
Jimmy for the ride. Look out. Oh, Poe misses that one. Jimmy out in front. Here he comes. 325 pounds.
Jimmy hits another one of those, and John Poe could be done.
And a freight train comes crashing at you.
Well, he's got the big man. He's got the big man down.
Man, it took a lot, but he's down. Ah! Drops a big
he's
elbow.
Gonna hook a leg here.
Cover. Indeed, he should have hooked that leg.
You're not going to beat a man of this magnitude by just lying on top of him, not putting all your weight on that, not using the leverage of hooking a leg. You're not going to beat Big John Poe like that. Ah, wow. Wow.
And a spine buster that could spell the end.
That's a whole lot of human being.
Jivin Jimmy.
A whole lot of human being that Big John Poe just drove right into the ground. Jivin Jimmy isn't juking and dancing or smiling right now, is he, Brian Webster?
Not having such a good time at the moment, no. Oh,
still
there's
trying
a
to
shot.
fight back.
Kind of a weak one. Another one by Jivin Jimmy.
Almost not a lot behind those right now.
I'll give it to him, though. He's staying right in this matchup. He's not giving up. You can't give up. Ah.